This week on EYEonLC, we bring you several updates from the Lynchburg College Arts Department, the inside scoop on Midnight Madness and homecoming sports, a cool story from Teddy LaMotta, plus our regular segments from Becca Loftus, Justin Pride-Putin, Mandy Ramirez, and Lisa Huber. EYEonLC starts right now. Hello, I'm Caroline Moore, and this is your EYEonLC broadcast for the week of October 24th. The Daura Gallery opened this week with a series of exciting masterpieces displaying works by the famous Francisco Goya and Salvador Dali, as well as other classics. Stop by to look at Andy Warhol's revered Marilyn or to hear lectures in November and December. We have more with Eduardo Maldonado. Eduardo?
We're just very excited to have this exhibition from the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts in celebration of their 75th anniversary. And they are circulating masterpieces from their permanent collection to various museums around the Commonwealth as part of this celebration, and approached Lynchburg College about being a host institution for this particular exhibition, and we are just thrilled that we were selected. So we have masterpieces by Salvador Dali, Francisco Goya, John Constable, Andy Warhol, and many, many others. Treasures of world art ranging from ancient Egyptian, pre-Columbian, to contemporary and modern works on paper and paintings.
Well, I always come to openings, but this one is particularly interesting because it really is eclectic. It spans geographies, it spans time. It has people like Constables, who are pretty well-known major artists, and Andy Warhol is a pretty well-known major artist, and then it has art that is anonymous.
Thanks, Eduardo. Also, just a reminder, the Daura Gallery will be showing these masterpieces until December 9th. And now, international news from Becca Loftus. Becca?
Hi, I'm Becca Loftus with your international news. The fight in Libya has finally ended after Libya's interim leaders declared their liberation on Sunday, October 23rd. The NTC will be holding elections in the coming months with the hopes to rebuild the country that was under Gaddafi's rule for 4 decades. The elections will be for a national Congress who will then draft a constitution. Elections for other positions will begin after the constitution has been written. This comes after the death of longtime dictator Colonel Gaddafi. Gaddafi died last Thursday after he was captured alive by NTC fighters. Videos have surfaced across the internet showing Gaddafi injured but alive. Later that day, however, videos turned up of Gaddafi dead from a bullet to his head. NTC declares that Gaddafi was killed in crossfire, but the U.S. and the UN and other human rights groups are investigating the death of Gaddafi. Gaddafi's body will be given to his tribe for burial. Turkey was struck by its most powerful earthquake in a decade, Sunday, October 23rd, killing at least 45 people. The U.S. Geological Survey reported the earthquake with a 7.2 magnitude. A crisis desk has been set up in the capital, Ankara, where they are calling for rescue workers, heavy machinery, and drinking water. Buildings have been reduced down to rubble, and rescue crews are working to rescue any trapped people. The last major earthquake in Turkey occurred in 1999, which killed 894 people. Voting has begun in Tunisia in the first free election of the Arab Spring movement, coming 9 months after the fall of former President Ben Ali. Voters will elect a 217-seat assembly and will appoint an interim government and draft a new constitution. The Islamist party, Ennahda, is expected to win majority of the votes. The Arab Spring movement began after a man set himself on fire last December in protest of the corruption of the government. Lastly, 3 European aid workers have been kidnapped from a refugee camp in western Algeria. The Polisario movement, who is seeking independence for Western Sahara, blamed local al-Qaeda militants. Armed attackers arrived in camps in 4-wheel drive vehicles and left heading toward neighboring Mali. That's all for international views. Back to you, Caroline.
Thanks, Becca. Lynchburg College continues to showcase student talent in the show Almost Maine, a play centered around the residents of a town called Almost. We go now to Connor Knight for more on the story.
Quite a long time if you want to let them know that you're ready to do a
Drink free if you're glad night, because those girls are wicked glad. Had to fight my way to find you, but I did it.
No, I want to set like this. I feel so close to you tonight, Pete. It's safe.
Well, this is the first production I've done at LC, and I have to say, the students here are remarkable. They really are extremely dedicated, well-prepared, intelligent, talented. They have just devoted themselves night and day to this show, both on stage and off, and so it really has been a dream working with them, and I'm thrilled with this production and what our final product is.
Thank you, Connor. Also in the world of arts, the LC Music Department featured 2 concerts this past weekend, the Faculty and Alumni Homecoming Concert Friday the 21st, and the annual Choir and Choral Union fundraiser concert on the 22nd. Both were reported to be wonderful performances with a great audience turnout. Friday night was a chance for students to test their luck and battle for a win at Midnight Madness. Eduardo Maldonado was on the scene, reporting from the show's Shadows of Midnight Madness. Eduardo?
At the beginning of this song, at some point, you gotta stand up and let's jump around, okay?
I would like to introduce the first and second fan of Pittsburgh College, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett.
Thanks, Eduardo. For all of you sports fans out there were a number of events for ecstatic fans on Saturday, including field hockey and volleyball. Justin Priputin brings us more.
What's up, LC? Justin Priputin here with your weekly update in the world of sports. The third-ranked field hockey team took on Shenandoah University Wednesday, October 19th, and won 5-1. Deanna Smith, Katie Klein, and Kelly Williams each scored once, with Lindsay Leonard scoring twice. The team then took on Eastern Mennonite University Saturday, October 22nd, and won 7-0. Tara Rayner, Christina Morris, Melanie Tenney, Shelly Milks, and Colleen Dorr each scored one, with Lindsay Leonard scoring twice. The team now stands at 14-1 with a 6-0 ODAC record. The men's soccer team tied Washington in lead Wednesday, October 19th, 0-0 in double overtime. The team then played Eastern Mennonite University Saturday, October 22nd, and tied 1-1 in a double overtime game. The Hornets scored first with a goal from Josh Hinkle early in the first half, but EMU answered back just 7 minutes later. The team now stands at 5-7-4 in the year. The women's soccer team beat Randolph-Macon College 9-0 Wednesday, October 19th. Joni Snyder, Kathleen Safrinsky, and Kara Schaefer each scored once, with Angela Bosco and Desi Dupuis scoring 2 goals each. Randolph-Macon also had 2 own goals. The team then beat Virginia Wesleyan College 2-1 Saturday, October 22nd. Virginia Wesleyan scored in the first half and held it for most of the game until Jessica Gonzalez and Kristen Melchiori each scored in the 84th minute to take the win for the Hornets. The win puts the team's record at 15-2-1 on the year, with a 10-0-1 ODAC record. The volleyball team lost to Randolph-Macon College in three sets Wednesday, October 19th. Becca Loftus led the team with 5 kills. The team then took on Messiah College Saturday, October 22nd, and lost 3-0. Elena Critter led the team with 10 kills. The Hornets played Virginia Wesleyan College and won in straight sets 3-0. Rachel Huffman and Becca Loftus both led the team with 7 kills each. The win puts the team's record at 15-9 with a 6-3 ODAC record. Other news and notes: LSU dominated Auburn 45-10 in a top 20 matchup, and the St. Louis Cardinals took a 2-1 game lead in the World Series after beating the Texas Rangers 16-7. That's it for me. I'm Jess Pratt-Putin. Back to you, Caroline.
Thank you, Justin. Saturday was a bright and glorious day for the Fall Festival. Covering this story is Mandy Ramirez. Mandy?
This past weekend was Alumni Weekend, where the LC alum got to come back and enjoy the college life for one more weekend. To celebrate this weekend, Lynchburg College held its Fall Festival. It was held in Wake and lasted from 9 till midnight. DJ Philly Phil was there to play his music and get everyone in the dancing mood to enjoy the night. Prizes were given out to participants who won activities such as hula hooping, pie eating contests, and bobbing for apples. Those that participated in the games got really into it and had a lot of fun. Food and drinks were available if they needed a quick break from all the activities. If you do not have a chance to make it to this year's Fall Festival, be sure to come out and enjoy the festivities next year. That's all for LC Entertainment. Back to you, Caroline.
Thanks, Mandy. Also on Saturday, LC sent 4 computer science students to Longwood University's first ACM programming competition. Our own Brendan Gannicott competed and along with Derek Chapman managed to solve 3 of the 9 challenging problems. Dr. Meehan and Dr. Reibler coach LC's programming team, and the next competition is the regional at UNC at Chapel Hill in 2 weeks. Good luck, guys. And finally, we turn to our own Lisa Huber to tell us what's in store for this week. Will these glorious days persist, Lisa?
Hello, LC. Lisa Huber here with your EYEonLC weather forecast. It looks like it's going to be a fairly nice week, but with little chance of rain before the week's end, thanks to a high-pressure system coming into our area. It also looks like the temperatures are going to get higher and higher up to the midweek, and then drop down again once the rain moves in. Sunday looks sunny with a high around 64 and a low around 38. Monday is also sunny with a high around 70 and a low of 43. The sun continues to stay with us on Tuesday, and we'll see a high of 72 and low of 47. Wednesday's our warmest day with a high of 76 and a low of 54, and the sun will keep shining throughout the day. Things will start to cool down again on Thursday thanks to the approaching rain. Expect scattered showers with a high of 70 and a low of 48. Friday, the showers continue with a high of 60 and a low of 43. That is your EYEonLC forecast for this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook so you can get weather updates every day. Back to you, Caroline.
Thank you, Lisa. And that's the weekly report for EYEonLC. Make sure to also check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up next, our hit show, Dorm Diming on a Dime. Thanks for watching, LC, and have a wonderful week.